So here I am, and it is the is it really? It's the 25th. I'll tell you, one of the things about getting older for me, I think it's probably true for a lot of people, is that time just seems to speed up. I'll turn around and it's Sunday going into Monday, and the next thing you know, it's Thursday going into Friday. And it's like you look back and what have you done? And it's like, not that it really matters, but it's just like interesting. Just when I said I was taking a break, I received a record from Giancomo Langori, I believe is how you say his name, in New Zealand. I'm not going to review it in this video because I'm still absorbing it. I'll show it. E-Music by Murray McNabb. Really enjoying this, but I want to get my ducks in a row to talk about this so I can encourage people to get out and buy this, because this is good. But I haven't been making any music for a couple of months now, and that's fine. I want to talk about it. I do feel like I've made a transition personally. I'm going to show some records, but let me talk about this, okay? Let me try to talk about this. I just recently answered, did an interview for a magazine regarding me being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Nebraska, and that's what I'm calling it. That's what it is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And what I found interesting was the questions were, it wasn't a live interview, they were written and I wrote back. And what I noticed is that as much as the guy probably was trying not to, he was stereotyping me with his questions, which has a lot to do with my stance about a lot of things, which is I am a human being, not a stereotype. Why do people assume that because I'm into rock and punk that this is something extraordinary and unique, and me, I'm kind of like trying to be different? No, I'm a human being. This music belongs to me as much as it belongs to anyone. And it just got me reflecting on my position now. Last year, I played a lot. I played almost every week with somebody, somewhere, almost every week. And I counted it up. By the end of the year, I had played with 9 different bands and artists last year, fairly regularly. And what was that about? Part of it was about me loving to play, but also wanting to still feel part of things, wanting to feel vital, wanting to feel relevant to myself by participating. Frankly, when I received the induction to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, my response, the way I'm feeling about this is I didn't know I would feel like this, but it's very satisfying, and I feel like I can rest. I do. It's like, okay, this was something that I wanted, not necessarily the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but I wanted to be acknowledged by my state, by my people, that what I've done is worth noting, and it is, and it has been. And as a result, I have been enjoying that feeling, and feeling like I don't have to prove anything to myself or to anyone, and enjoying relaxing. I've always played music for enjoyment and personal fulfillment, not because I wanted to be a star. It was about proving it to myself first. So I just want to share those thoughts. That's what's been kind of going on, and I've just really been enjoying sitting back at home and not doing a lot. I have shows coming up, but I kind of also rested on the idea of putting out my new record on vinyl. If it comes out on vinyl, fine, but it's like if it doesn't come out, well, no one will miss it. It's like there's so much out there, So I don't feel like pursuing it, you know. I don't feel like knocking on doors and, you know, if somebody wants it to come out on vinyl, come get me, you know. Otherwise, you know, I'm enjoying drinking coffee and just living. So, comments online, that's why I also took a break from social media, because interaction with people does flavor our lives, and things people say, positive and negative, have an influence. They have an effect. So someone just asking if I like Boris brought up how much I like Boris, and next thing you know, I'm playing some Boris. So I have some Boris records. I can't collect them all because they have quite an interesting catalog. Not sure how they first came to my attention, but I know that they named themselves after a song by the Melvins. And I really like the way Boris is all over the place. Boris is a heavy band in the tradition of Black Sabbath, but they're also a experimental band and do drone things and electronic things with Merzbow. I'll show you some of the records I have. I haven't listened to some of these in a while, so I'm not going to try to describe them. I'll describe the ones that I have listened to, or the ones that just come to mind. Absolute Ego, right? I have to always look. Amplifier Worship. They have a bunch of records. And every now and then what I have to do is pull these out to refamiliarize myself, because they're psychedelic and heavy, and each one is a trip. And I don't like all of them equally. I don't. Some records I really like, and others are like, this is okay. Here's one that's kind of weird. Attention Please. And it strikes me that they were making an attempt to use image, etc., to break through to a larger audience without compromising their sound. And I like this album. I do, but it's weird. It's a weird album. I have no idea what they're singing about. I really don't think I want to know. Beautiful. I'll mention that I have seen Boris 3 times, and I met them, and they're really cool people. If I don't forget, I'll insert. I have a couple pictures. Boris made an album. I think they did this. Was this a 2-part? Do I have? Yes. This is a 2-parter. Put my glasses on. Boris with Merzbow. I like what they do with the noise artist Merzbow. Gensha. Part 1 and Part 2. Really good stuff. Here's one that I really like. This one, Absolute Ego. I think this is an early one of theirs. Some of these are on different colored vinyls. I think this one is red vinyl. This is on orange, I think orange marble vinyl. Another Merzbow project with a big funky cover. Boris with Merzbow. 2 albums, live. Rock Dream with the die cut cover. Here's one that I have to get familiar with. Picked it up used, and I still don't know this one real well. How do you say this? Boris, Noise. Need to listen to this some more. One of the times I saw Boris, I was able to pick up some stuff, and I got this one, Clatter, Boris with Merzbow, and had them sign it for me. One thing I'll say about Boris is that the recording quality of their records is inconsistent, and sometimes it bugs me. Sometimes I wish that I could hear what they're doing with a big, super expensive production. It sounds to me like they just turn on the recorder and they just record. And there's something to be said for that, and yet at the same time, boy, I'd love to hear a big production on one of their albums. Here is one that I need to come back to because I have yet to enjoy this one. Smile. So I need to get into this one. I had a chance once to get Pink, an original, and well, I've had a couple chances. One, I got beat out in line. The person two in front of me got the last copy, and the last time it was just too expensive. So I don't have Boris's Pink. New album. Another record that when it came out was like, okay, what are they doing? What are they doing? Took a while. This is almost pop rock for Boris. It's good. This is a split. Boris is on one side and 9DW is on the other side. Picked this up out at Amoeba Records when I was in last time I was in California. Happy to say I got to shop at Amoeba before it goes. Another collaboration. I think this one is with the lead singer of The Cult. Haven't played this in a while, but I remember liking this one. Played it a few times. I Am the Walrus. Boris with Mertzbo. This one I'll show because I love this. This is some pretty. I love their take heavy, which is take on the original Virgin Records label, and then I love the splatter. That's a pretty splatter. And the one that I was playing that I showed the other day that I really like a lot is Boris Heavy Rocks. They put this out a couple different times. I really like Riot Sugar on this, and to me that's a real heavy song. That listen to the riffs in that. I mean, it's pure Black Sabbath, but really done really well. And this is an album I wish had been recorded better. Really like it though. I really like Boris. I tried to get all four of there's three. I was able to get them. These singles. I have some more Boris stuff, but this is the main stuff, and the other thing I'll show is from the Japanese band Ghost, not the ones that are popular now, the metal band. But Michio Kurihara was the guitarist with the Japanese band Ghost with Masaki Bato. I saw Boris on tour with him as their second guitar player, and this is one of his solo albums, Rainbow. And that was the best when I saw him with Michio. He's an amazing guitar player. Truly, truly legendary. He gets those sounds that people don't make anymore. He makes sounds like Jimi Hendrix, like those old cosmic guitar sounds that people don't know how to make anymore. He knows how to make them. So that's what I want to share with you today. Like I said, Giancarlo, if you happen to see this, I'm going to be doing a good review of the eMusic. But I want to put it into context because I pulled this. You sent this to me. The way in is the way out. And I see that it's your record label, and what an amazing job you're doing with this music and the packaging and everything. But I want to talk about it properly and encourage people to get out and buy this stuff. Mr. McNabb is apparently a larger-than-life figure when it comes to the New Zealand music history. Well, there you go, a video. I happen to be wearing my T-shirt. I just got some large explorations made. The last time people asked for explorations, I had to tell them I was out, and they some canceled their orders. But I have a small shipment of large exploration T-shirts coming in, so if you still want one, order now. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everyone. You know what I mean by guys. See how I say that, because I'm really aware of just how insane and out of balance everything is in this world.